Hi, friends. So, hopefully, this is a conclusion. Hopefully, this is the ending of the roommate saga. So, yesterday, I told my son's father that, well, first of all, last Monday, my son's father, to whom gave him permission to move in, my son and I packed up his things carefully. I moved it to my son's father's house. It's been a full week. No drama on that. Haven't had to hear the dude complain, and I've seen him twice already. Well, I've seen him, going to his vehicle, and leaving, and then making a little bit of noise, but nothing to be concerned about. Being a little loud on the phone, and then coming back, whatever. So at any point he could have, hey, da 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 da, whatever. Like I said, I intentionally packed his shit very carefully with the good intention, right? I don't want to put no bad energy on his stuff. I wanted to leave it better than what he left it, right? I mean, I almost prayed over it. God bless this man and bless his mind. And I had to let vengeance be the Lord's. And every day I got up in the morning time and I was ready to, hey, I'll put you on a restraining order. Hey, I'll do this to you. I'll call some people. But the more I thought about it, after I had my coffee and just prayed about it and had a little session with Bob Marley, I allowed God to relax me and to just say, you know what? No, that's not what we're going to do. It's not that serious, right? I don't want to end up, hurting myself later, hurting anybody else, that retaliations, just God sees things we can't see, and I'm trusting him for that, right? And I just told him, God, I feel so weak. I feel so mighty inside my body and in my spirit, and this makes me feel like a punk. This makes me feel so weak, But that's because he made me a soldier. And I appreciate that, but I also know that God is the king and he has to fight my battles and get everything set up, right? So having said that, I'm still was waiting on my money. I said, hey, instead of the 140, he owes me $20 extra for my towels, I hate keep having to ask God for my money. So finally, my son's dad was like, I texted him yesterday and I said, hey, what's up with me getting my money from, old dude? And he was like, well, I'm working on that now. He's going to give you cash. And I'm like, well, hey, he keeps saying that. That's why it's 3 weeks now. What's going on? Like, I'm going to need you to go ahead and make good on that. And you get it back from him yourself. So yesterday, I got $100. There's still the well, I got 120, which is great. There's still the $20 for that he owes, and then there's the other $20 for the towels, which makes it 140. I don't give a shit between y'all. I can let shit go. I got the majority of it. It is what it is. God will give it to me, y'all. You know, and no, I couldn't just wash, when he said, well, you could have just washed the towel, so I didn't ask him for the extra 20. I said, how the fuck you gonna let somebody play in my face and tell me I should just forget about my damn throw up ass towels? I'm gonna need you to go online and make right with that. So you'll go online and give me 4 new towels. And the other $20, I'll eat it, y'all. I'll eat it up. It's not that serious for me to endanger myself or my son or to try to just retaliate in any kind of way because I won't get any blessings. God has blessed me beyond that. So thank you guys for praying with me and just being a part of this. And like I said, I'm not trying to go out there when a boy pulls up and have an attitude or roll my eyes or be loud on the phone or to say things. I just want to be left alone. I've had such good rest knowing that he's not in my house. And when he would bring women over and they would be loud and do what they needed to do, the baby needs his own place. He needs his own place. He needs to figure it out. And like I said, I did not want to get to the point to where I had to file a restraining order on him because that's counterproductive. He don't look at the big picture. He's thinking about right now. And having said that, he can have his right now. And just leave him disappear. So anyway, other than that, I love you, babies. Thank you for praying with me. To always take care of you. Thanksgiving is coming up. Hopefully you'll get to have a good one, and manifest what you really want. Be slow to anger. Cool. Put it in your mind to forgive. It's not quick. Forgiving ain't easy. Like I tell people, forgive and forget. I don't know them twins. I don't have Alzheimer's, and I'm not God. However, what I can do is I can remember that he leads with love and peace and understanding, and he's not the author of confusion. And when I ask God to help me, he has. He's made it to where it's peaceful and quiet. I'm not going to stir up no drama or you know, cause any waters to be rift or shaken up. I am proud that this kid left me alone. And then later on, I go in there and sweep him out the room up, you know, and all that. But until then, I'm just going to enjoy the peace and quiet. So I love you guys very much. Thank you for being a great part of Wendy's world. Take care of you. Bye, babies.